from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Utah Utes and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will have the opening possession of the game. Wayshawn Parker, in their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Lofts one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing.
Makes the catch, and he's free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Pressure coming. He gets away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. There he goes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Utes will hustle to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback moving. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The run inside. It's Brady. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield. It's Dampier. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The give is to Williams, and he'll be brought down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Quick handoff. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Trying to set up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Utes are marching down the field. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. Dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Dampier. Escapes the pressure to his right. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now they'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a crease. It's Dickey. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
With the catch, it's Eakin. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got his man on the outside. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Brake. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Upstairs, he's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it at a...
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Utes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Pulls it in. It's Carter. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got the quick pass. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin our wraparound with ECU taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. Now over to your game in Lubbock. This offense hits the half with some impressive scoring drives today. It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this keeps up, they could be approaching some school records today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Texas Tech's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Utah sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making play.
Finding some room. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
On the ground, it's Dickey. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped it. In the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. So an 82-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. On the ground, it's Bray. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
And the Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get...
Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Working the middle, it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Briggs. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this L.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Complete. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Quick spin on the run. Makes the grab in their space. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Utah. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. Knocked down for the tackle.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Now facing a third and long. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
On the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
Got it looking for the first down. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be fourth down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute.
Snags it, and he's open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. On the run, it's Dickey. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Dickey. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Being chased. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Lets it fly on the move. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers, and that